How are we going, everyone? Good morning. Gorgeous morning to be outside gardening, folks. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm looking at my nectarine peach trees that I have in the garden. And this one here now, I've been spraying every month, and I've been telling you all to do the same. Spray all your peaches and nectarine trees, and any tree, in fact, that gets leaf curl. Leaf curl, which is a disease that affects the leaves of the tree, causes it to blister and twist and turn and deform, and left untreated can cause dieback on the tree, and in fact kill the tree ultimately, and obviously no fruit to come with it as well. Now, I've been spraying this. Last year we did it as a first time as a demo, showing you to spray it from autumn all the way through to early spring, just before it flowers. And we're doing the same thing this year. We said we're going to prompt you at the beginning of every month, or thereabout, that you need to spray it with our disease control pack. That's what I got down here, lying on the floor with our Easy Hand Sprayer, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm just having a close look at this. This tree's bud swell already. Look at these double buds that we've got going on here. Now, all these have got potential to flower beautifully, and most of them will hopefully give us some fruit. I doubt if I get a lot of fruit at the new growth at the top, but we'll get a lot through the middle of it here, and it's what we want. But we're not going to get it if we don't spray the tree. Lots of reasons why we need to spray it once a month, not just, look, a lot of people get told to only spray it once in winter and once in spring. And clearly that's not enough for the majority of the gardens. If you're one of the lucky ones where you have a fruit tree that produces well, it doesn't have leaf curl or very minimal leaf curl, okay, you can go there, hand pick them off. You can hand tea bags off the tree. Some people have actually emailed me, told me they've done the tea bag hanging, not around the base, hanging off the tree, and somehow that's worked. Look, we've done the trials with the tea bags, but nothing is as good as a typical spray to the point of runoff, and that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to mix my disease control pack, leaf curl, to make a spray for it. And what you need is a bluestone and hydrated lime, and you mix them together. Basically, it's 1 teaspoon of bluestone, 2 teaspoons of hydrated lime in 1 litre of water. Shake well and spray to the point of runoff. Great teaspoon. Just give it a good shake. Now, folks, you can use some warm water to help dissolve it, or pass it through a little a net or a stocking, so you can get any particles that don't dissolve and block up the sprayer. Now, this is our Easy Hand Sprayer. They are landing on the 11th or thereabouts in Australia. Now, we've got them as a pre-order. If you haven't got one, or you want one and you need another one, get them now while they're cheap, because there's a pre-order. They've discounted the prices heavily, and once they land, they're going to go to full price. They're a heavily sought after product, or highly sought after product. Fantastic, because you've got up and down nozzle control. Just a quick plug for the sprayer, because this is one of the best sprayers in the market, if not the best one, by my opinion. And you've got adjustable, so you can go close and far. So now I'm just going to spray straight ahead, because I don't need to go on the underside of the leaves at all. And the other part is, I haven't cleaned this sprayer since the last time I used it, or I don't think I've ever cleaned the sprayer. That's my bad. But look at that, it works straight away. If you get blockages, folks, it's very simple to clean out the nipple underneath. You just need a little paper clip to clean it out. But for now, let's have a look at this. This is what I'm talking about, to the point of runoff. It's got to drip off like rain dripping off the tree after a heavy shower. See that? Here we go. 1, 2, bang. That's what you want. Now, you need to coat it heavily, because it needs the protection. It needs to be coated well, and it works. If it's one too many sprays, it's not going to hurt the tree. If it's one spray not enough, there's the chance where you're going to have damage caused, and you're going to regret not spraying it once a month, as I've been telling you to it. So I'm adjusting now so I can have a further reach. This is 1.25 litre bottle. This tree is about 2.5 metres tall, about 3 metres in diameter. It's about 10, 15 years of age. This is just enough for this one tree, so you can get an idea how much you need to apply per tree. 1 litre minimum per tree of this size. If you only do half a litre or 1/4 of a litre on a tree of this size, you simply haven't applied enough, and you're leaving the tree exposed and vulnerable to being infected in springtime. Now, the bulk of the damage caused by the insect, or the entry point by the disease or fungus, is done at the beginning when the leaves fall off the tree. Now there's sap starting to show through the tree, which means it heals all cuts and wounds on it, but still it's not 100% flowing, it's not alive 100%, so you still need to spray it. And that's what I'm going to do. So now's July spray. I reckon we've got 1 more month to go before the buds that are swelling burst out into flower. And why I say that is, you never spray any plant, whether it's a fruit tree, ornamental, or any other sort of plant, when it's in flower, because This will affect the flower, it will affect the pollinators, it will affect the fruiting, and it'll cause the flowers to probably fall off as well. So one spray today if you haven't done it, another one next month, and if your tree is still dormant at the beginning of September, hit it then with another spray. But if you see buds that are bursting and a little bit of pink and white colours coming through on the bud swell and the flowers coming out, stop spraying the tree. That's the only time the tree is vulnerable to being infected, and then you start again spraying the tree once it sets fruit. Maybe 2 applications after that, maybe none, depending on the severity of the disease, if you get it at all. Now, it's not going to come up straight away because you have to wait for the leaves to come out. So when the leaves do come out, I highly recommend one good spray then as well. Even though the disease is inside the plant, it's not sitting on the surface, it's flowing through the sap flow. It does suppress it, stops it from really getting bad on the tree. So spray your tree to the point of runoff, get your disease control pack. It's dirt cheap, folks, and for a small price, you get a big saving out of it, and that's the fruit that you get off your tree and the health of your tree as well. Easy Hand Sprayers on pre-order. Really cheap at the moment. Order them now before they land, and once they land full price, you'll regret it. It's all at vasilisgarden.com. From me, Vasily Maresi. Get out in the garden. Look, it's sun.